Tesla's goal of producing 5,000 Cybertrucks per week by mid-2025 has collapsed after a sudden production shutdown. Over 12,000 incomplete vehicles now sit idle at the factory, with automated systems frozen under emergency lockdown. Some trucks had to be manually moved to off-site storage, highlighting the scale of disruption. The fallout has impacted Tesla's entire global supply chain. Suppliers like Hydro Extrusions and LG Energy Solution have halted operations, while contracts for Cybertruck-specific parts are now suspended. Plans for Cybertruck R&D at Gigafactory Berlin have been shelved, and analysts warn the delay could push the truck's return by up to 18 months, or possibly cancel it altogether. Tesla's stock fell over 17% in just days, fueled by investor panic and the company's silence. Elon Musk has offered no public response, while shareholders complain of a lack of transparency. Internally, morale has dropped sharply. Resignations, NDAs, and an internal probe into ignored safety warnings from 2024 have intensified tensions. Development of Cybertruck-specific software has also stopped. The FSD team working on off-road features has been reassigned, signaling a strategic pullback. Online sentiment has soured dramatically, with early customers protesting and a Change.org petition demanding answers quickly gaining traction. Regulatory pressure is mounting. U.S. senators have called for hearings, and the FTC is investigating potential consumer fraud tied to exaggerated Cybertruck claims. Globally, authorities in Europe, Canada, and the UAE have launched formal inquiries or suspended Tesla operations related to the truck. Industry experts call this Tesla's biggest crisis since the Model 3's early struggles, though this time, the outcome may be worse. The Cybertruck's radical design, once seen as bold, is now viewed as a costly miscalculation. What began as innovation now looks like overreach. Beyond business, the crisis has hit Tesla's identity. A company once admired for pushing boundaries now faces accusations of secrecy and negligence. One viral post summed up the mood: "We didn't buy a truck. We bought a dream, and it blew up in our driveway." There's still no word on when, or if, the Cybertruck will return. Owners have received only a generic recall notice. For many, especially in rural areas who depended on the truck, the silence and uncertainty have created serious real-world challenges. In the short term, Tesla must stabilize its workforce, reassure regulators, and regain investor trust. But long-term, it faces a deeper identity crisis. Is it still a bold innovator, or now a company overwhelmed by its own hype? The Cybertruck debacle may go down as one of the auto industry's most controversial failures. A visionary concept rushed to market, marred by poor communication, ignored safety warnings, and engineering shortcuts. Owners of the $91,000 truck feel misled, with many expressing anger over Tesla's silence as safety issues emerge. Social media backlash is growing, with trending hashtags like #Cyberjoke and public criticism from influencers. Tesla faces mounting lawsuits over false durability claims, and analysts estimate losses could reach $2.6 billion by Q3 2025, excluding legal costs and reputational damage. A safety report in early 2025 highlighted serious design flaws, especially in crash protection and FSD sensor placement, but was ignored. After a major crash exposed these issues, Tesla received over 400 accident reports. Internal sources say production continued despite warnings, driven by delivery targets. Resale sites have pulled the Cybertruck, and a full recall is underway with warnings telling owners not to drive their vehicles. Behind the scenes, engineers say safety was sidelined for speed and aesthetics. Tesla's pursuit of innovation, many now argue, crossed the line into recklessness. The Cybertruck, once a symbol of the future, may instead be remembered as a case study in ambition unchecked by responsibility. As Cybertruck issues gained attention, owners began sharing troubling experiences: cracks near windshields, misaligned doors, warning lights that wouldn't reset, and loud creaks suggesting frame stress. Many feared their $90,000 trucks were unsafe. Tesla service centers offered little help, and the company stayed silent for weeks. Elon Musk eventually tweeted, "We're working on it," sparking backlash from frustrated buyers. Internal documents later revealed Tesla knew about safety flaws as early as January 2025 but continued deliveries anyway. A formal NHTSA investigation followed, uncovering warnings about crash survivability failures. Owners rallied online, forming communities, sharing evidence, and organizing legal action. Major law firms launched class action suits, accusing Tesla of false advertising and endangering public safety. Critics pointed out that the rigid 30x stainless steel body, touted for its durability, actually worsened crash outcomes by limiting impact absorption. Environmental concerns also surfaced, as watchdogs questioned how Tesla handled chemical waste at its Texas plant. Meanwhile, Tesla's stock tumbled, and over 12,000 Cybertruck owners received "do not drive" warnings. Resale values plummeted, with many trucks listed at half price. Tesla claimed early production issues were normal, but experts disagreed. A safety report compared the scandal to the Ford Pinto and Takata airbags, accusing Tesla of ignoring red flags in pursuit of speed. Trust was broken, and the Cybertruck's promise of revolution now stands as a cautionary tale of missed warnings and mismanagement. Inside Tesla's Texas plant, morale plunged as employees leaked images showing poorly assembled Cybertrucks and concealed defects. Former engineers described a culture where hitting delivery targets mattered more than safety, with concerns routinely ignored. Photos of cracked welds and misaligned panels ignited public outrage. While Elon Musk promoted unrelated projects, Cybertruck issues escalated, doors stuck, windows failed, warning lights blinked, and in some cases, vehicles wouldn't start. One owner even claimed his truck collapsed after hitting a pothole. Tesla's customer service was overwhelmed, leaving many without support for weeks. Public trust crumbled. Some owners protested outside service centers, while others labeled their trucks as lemons. The resale market collapsed, and even minor repairs cost thousands due to the Cybertruck's complex stainless steel design. Software updates failed to fix structural flaws. Tesla eventually issued a massive recall, but delays in parts and service left owners stranded for months. Financial stress mounted as loan payments piled up for undrivable trucks. Meanwhile, Musk joked about early production struggles, drawing backlash from customers demanding accountability. Regulators stepped in. The NHTSA mandated progress reports, and international bans followed. Tesla's brand took a hit, with polls showing a 40% drop in public trust. Competitors seized the moment, promoting their own truck's safety and reliability. One viral story from Florida, of a single father whose Cybertruck cracked within 2 months, symbolized the crisis. His YouTube channel gained hundreds of thousands of followers, echoing the voices of thousands who felt misled by a product once promised as revolutionary, now seen as a costly mistake. By late summer, Tesla issued a formal apology to Cybertruck owners, offering repairs or buybacks. But for many, the damage was already done. Trust had been shattered. A production pause followed in June to rework key structural flaws, yet details on the buyback program remained vague. Analysts projected over $5 billion in losses from recalls, legal battles, and reputational harm. The Cybertruck, once a symbol of innovation, had become a case study in the dangers of rushing products to market without prioritizing safety and transparency. Business schools began teaching it as a cautionary tale. Experts debated the root cause, leadership missteps, engineering overreach, or market pressure, but agreed on one point: ambition must be balanced with accountability. Despite the fallout, some believed Tesla could recover with consistent action and a renewed focus on safety. Still, for many, the Cybertruck experience felt like a broken promise, an expensive lesson in misplaced trust and unfulfilled dreams.